acceleration, which means that George owes Kiko a pound. And so of all the combinations, this was the thing that showed that had a difference. So while this is running, this is going to run for just a little bit longer. We also, because we had to tear everything down at 3 o'clock, I figured, oh well, we have all these Android setups, so let's just show them to everyone. So what we have is over the course of the week, Barrow and the team really hammered and got IMX 53 Android going, and then we also have what we're now calling the staging evaluation build running on Snowball that has and as Patrick tells me that each snowball is fairly different, so I don't know if this is a fast snowball or a slow snowball. We also have we've just set it out. This isn't Lenaro's origin build, but we've also made some pretty good steps to get origin up with our build. So anyhow, this is the fruits of everyone's labor, and as you can see, there is a bit of a difference. So. So these are live, and people can come up and play with them. The IMX 53 has an extremely cool bug that we can show people, and of course people can play with the snowball when it's done. Anyway,
tell us how I made a pound.
What's that?
Tell us how I made a pound.
Well, we're racing, and there's a lot going on with these systems, right? There's you've got hardware accelerators, you've got the apps processors, you've got all the decoders, you've got code that's been developed all over the world, and so there's complex systems, right? So the idea was that if certain improvements were made in the tool chain, that if you had hardware decode that those improvements would actually come out better because you wouldn't necessarily be as memory bound. And so George and Kiko had a bet to see whether this was actually, whether when you actually put it into hardware graphics mode, whether you would see a bigger or a smaller effect. And it turned out that since in our hardware mode we only support 1080p, you're pretty much memory bound there anyway, or it's pretty much swamped by the amount of data in the system. At least that's the theory. And the effect was pretty close. So when they raced, it was pretty much things pretty much transitioned at the same time. But what this really shows is the power of what we've done, with the platform team and the infrastructure team, where we're able to make these builds extremely quickly and make these changes and really experiment with Android in that sort of way, right? We have good builds for 4.6, 4.4, 4.5. I know I did that in weird order, but we have Android 2.3, we have Android 2.4, 2.3.4. We're going to have Android 2.3.5. All these builds have been tested and are known to work. And so really people can actually look at these and actually look to see how things are improving around a platform. And nobody else has done that, really. The vendors are really just focused on getting the next platform out the door, so they're not doing it. And Google's just worried about getting the next Google device out the door, so they're not doing it. So we really are, this is a value add. Having these platforms is a value add. And people that are interested in general Android improvements and the work that Lenaro's doing, this is a good demo, because this is real. The tool train group did not write code to improve a benchmark, and the kernel group did not write code to improve a benchmark. This is just the effect of general, community involvement and just generally good engineering. So anyway, there we are.
Thanks very much, Zach.
Yep.
Really great party last night. Thanks everybody for showing up. It's a little bit bright in here this morning. We turned down the lights just a little bit, my head. So it's Friday, last day. We got a lot of good stuff going on today. We wrap up.